Triangles within triangles within triangles, guys. Today, we're going to talk about and go through the XRP price chart, very small time frames, all the way up to very big time frames. Just go over all these patterns that not just I have been noticing, but a lot of people online have been noticing. And it's just one pattern within another pattern within another pattern. The main pattern we're focusing on is a contracting triangle, which is, I think it's an Elliott wave pattern. Um, Basically, it's just like price compression, price coiling up, where you have, a leg down, a leg up to this resistance, down to support, up to resistance. So an A, B, C, D, E, then finally, eventually, the idea is a breakout, right? The basic idea, like I said, though, is just the price um, coiling up, getting really compressed, and as I've said in the past, keep in mind, compression leads to expansion. So we see massive amounts of compression, the idea would be massive expansion. Now, again, nothing is guaranteed, right? These don't have to break up. But the fact that the price closer, 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 at some point, we're going to see it break. It could go down. It could go up. Obviously, we're here because we think that it's going to break up, right? But nothing's guaranteed. There's always that chance. So we're going to start at a small time frame, 4 hour time frame. I'm just going to kind of go through what I see. So on a small time frame like this, I see a little support line here, and we'll just throw in a horizontal line because I know that this is a big level, around 62.5 cents or so, like right around here. So already off the rip on a low time frame, it looks like we have an ascending triangle. Uh, we've broken above it a number of times, but we always seem to get sent right back below it very quickly. So we're pushing up, and this would suggest that this would break sometime tomorrow, which for me would be January 1st. In the States, it's probably on New Year's Eve. So this one is very close. And then, if we want to draw another trend line, and you can kind of draw something like this. A little bit shaky, right? TA is not a science, it's an art. You see there's kind of a line here of resistance. So again, this would be just a contracting triangle. You have the A leg down, B, C, D, E, and then breakout. Okay? So very small 4 hour time frame. This is what we're looking at. We zoom out a little bit. Okay, now we see that's crazy. It looks like, yeah, that 62.5 cent line has been pretty important throughout this whole consolidation ever since we pumped up to around 73 cents. So let's see what else we can draw here. You might have to zoom out even farther to get the line that I'm looking for, but we can definitely draw a resistance line, something like this. It depends how you want to draw it from the wicks or the candle bodies. But maybe if we start at the candle body up here and at the candle body down here, right? We can say, okay, we closed up here. We had a bit of a fake out right here, right? Then came back down and we've been inside. We wicked above here. That looks interesting, just a descending resistance. Maybe if we, let's zoom out to the daily time frame and maybe we'll get a better look. Okay, yeah. So on the daily time frame, it looks like it's all just the candle body closes, right? Descending resistance. Okay. And what else do we got going on? And we zoom out a little bit more, right? What if we try and draw some kind of rising support line, something like this? Oh, that's starting to look interesting. Keep carrying it back. Okay, maybe let's keep zooming out. Oh, wow, goes back pretty far. This goes almost all the way to, our bottom down here. And it looks like it's been a pretty consistent uptrending support line since our bottom. All right, and we've used it a bunch as support and as resistance after we moved below it. Okay, so that's pretty interesting to see, right? Okay, what if we take this line and we extend it? Oh, it comes right up to the top of this wick. Okay, now let's go back to what I was saying with this pattern. Let's look here at the smaller time frame, right? We pump up, and then what do we have? We have A down, B up, C down, B up, E down. What comes next? Breakout. Okay. The point that these converge is pretty interesting too, right? Because it's right around that 62.5 cent level, that horizontal line, right? This can be adjusted a little bit, 2.6, somewhere around there. And it all converges on when? Around January 10th, which is, what day is that? Oh, right, around the day that the Bitcoin ETF decision is supposed to come out. That's interesting. Crazy, right? So yeah, let's zoom out a little bit more. Okay, then we have this macro more so pattern. How we held this support line. We got that big bounce from the lawsuit announcement. Let's see if we can do a count here. Probably going to be a little bit different because we have some extra hits. We could say that A leg down, we faked out, broke down, B, C, E, and then this whole part here we can call E, coming back down to the bottom and bounce. Interesting. Very cool, very cool. Let's put in, another little line here. Another horizontal line, like somewhere right around here. This would show that we had another ascending triangle throughout the bear market. Come up, we get that fake breakout with the SEC lawsuit. We come back down, we fake out again below that line, and then we come back, break out, retest the breakout area, right? Right around here, retest it, and then bounce off. It's just insane how these levels get respected like that. You see these levels are even respected back here. Okay, but let's keep zooming out. Okay, let's go on to a weekly time frame. And this is where things start to get really interesting. Let's draw another trend line. So if we draw a trend line like this and like this, do these candle body closes. Wow, it looks like we kind of broke out of this descending resistance with the lawsuit announcement. We came back and we retested it and we're bouncing off. Interesting. Can we draw maybe some kind of support line from back here? See. Oh, okay. Pretty neat. From this bottom here, if you draw a straight support line, kind of lines up with our first little line of support here at the bottom of our bear market. Straight through it, bottom. What if we maybe draw something more aggressive? We have, maybe not. Maybe we'll leave the line like that. Seems like more of our long-term support. Okay. So we had a big triangle here, all the way up, down, breakout, retest. Let's zoom out even more. Okay. Into like our all-time chart almost. Go on to a monthly chart. How about that? We have this, uptrending support or monthly. Let's try to draw something here from our all-time highs. Interesting. All-time. Be on the log scale. From our all-time high, okay, this is starting to get interesting, right? From our all-time high, we have A leg down, B, C, D with the lawsuit, E back down, retesting near the bottom of the support. And now are we bouncing up and getting ready to break out? Like this would suggest. A, B, C, D, E, break. A, B, C, D, break. So we're in all of these triangles, all the way from the micro, all the way up to the macro. Are we going to do something similar to what we did here? Where we were in this big macro triangle, A, B, C, D, E, pump, vertical line. I would say we are. In my opinion, this triangle is going to break sooner rather than later, because look, this macro one, right? Let's go to my XRP chart that I have my drawings on. This macro chart, it would suggest it doesn't need to break until late 2024. But the thing is, right, if we go to those micro time frames, something is getting ready to burst. Either this support is going to fail that we've been holding since, again, January of this year. So we've been holding an entire year. Or this resistance above us is going to fail that we've been having since, let's see how long this line. Yeah, so this one since July, the SEC lawsuit. And the thing is, those two lines converge again around January 10th. So I would expect a breakout around the middle of January at the latest. And then you might be saying to yourself, okay, so if we break those micro trend lines, what about these macro trend lines? Well, the amount of compression that we have here would indicate to me that once one of these micro trend lines, it's like a year. One of these half year trend lines breaks, we're going to get an aggressive move, whether again that be up or down. So I would expect, a measured move you could take is that first leg in the triangle. If we're to break up, that would send us to around $1.30 measured move. If you want to take a conservative measured move to go starting from right here, that would still take us up to around 82 cents. And that alone would break us out of that macro descending resistance. Now, if we were to break down, that could take us down to around 47 cents, which wouldn't be a bad level looking at the chart. That could take us to like right around here, right around where that lawsuit announcement happened. There's a lot of confluence right here on the chart. That seems like a strong support level. It would take us to around there, and it would have us retesting that macro support trend line as well. Okay, take that conservative target. I have a feeling the move's going to be a lot bigger than that. I think if we break down, I would love to say support's going to hold, but it's definitely going to get a little sketchy. And if we break up, guys, we break up, we're going to have enough strength, in my opinion, to break that macro downtrending resistance from our all-time high. And again, I would expect that we would get sent the same way that the chart and the price got sent here. Okay. History does not repeat, but it does rhyme. And like I said at the start of the video, historic compression can lead to historic expansion. Price has been suppressed for so long, and we've been going sideways for a longer time than most people can tolerate. People are getting fed up, they're getting bored, they're jumping ship. This is exactly the sentiment that you want to see for a big move to happen, catch everybody off guard. So I hope this video was informative. I hope that you found it somewhat interesting, just looking at the chart, seeing all these patterns, triangles within triangles within triangles, like triangle Aikido. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. More content to come. I think we're in for an exciting next few months, an exciting new year. Enjoy your New Year's. Have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.